I'm out here at Mount Fuji, and I think there's a reason it's considered such a sacred place. Like, standing here feels like it's its own pocket of the world. Just look at the view surrounding. But even though it's cloudy, it's like the mountain's right there. It's all clouded up, which is kind of tough, but it adds to the view. I think there's a good amount of sun. When I came here, it was fully clear, but now it's like kind of blocked. I think being up here puts everything into aspect, just how grand this mountain is, and also just to appreciate things in life. It's nice to humble us and remind us like how small we are, because everything we came from is just pure nature. And I think that's a beautiful thing at the end of the day. We all have our own purpose in our own lives, but at the end of the day, you gotta stop and appreciate what really matters, which is the views, a world like this. But I got to Japan last night. I got here at like 8 at night, and I was just walking around all night. I've had maybe 10 hours of sleep in the past 3 days, because like flights, layovers, took the ferry from Kotao to Samui, but it's pretty great here. Tokyo is also such a dope city. Like, first of all, they have so much food, but second of all, the buildings are great. The 7-Eleven is great. So I think we all get caught up in our own world. I know, especially being from New York, you get wrapped in everything. Every day's a hustle, and you always gotta move. But I think being here, and even just making my way here, it's nice. It helps you see how, like I said, we're small in the grand scale of things. And in an aspect, we're connected to everything. We came from the nature. We were meant to enjoy this. We're meant to preserve it. Being in Japan, I think, even in the cities, it has like a really good hygiene. They keep it clean. They don't just mess it up. And I think it's a good reminder of all the chaos versus like stillness in the world. Cities are generally chaotic, and I don't think it's healthy to be there like permanently for a long time. I think cities are good for opportunity, and you can't necessarily escape the world, but I also think we need to take time and reflect. I've been going through Asia for almost 30 days, and it's really helped me see everything differently. Even how I interact with people and see their journeys. I think we all have our own unique life journey, or you could call it our destiny. In the Alchemist, it's called like the life's treasure or something like that. But the main idea is like, we all have something we're supposed to attain or strive towards. And doing so, we have to stay authentic to ourselves. So for me, I think I'm still trying to figure that out. You know, I don't think it's YouTube. I'm doing this for fun. The fashion stuff, I think it was good to make money, but I don't know if that's my life path. I could go down that path, but meeting other people, I think there's something beautiful when you see that they're on their own journey, they're on their own life's path. I met this guy, Harry, who he's basically like, he works in Australia, he does nature stuff, he works with like ants. And I don't think he's doing that for the money. I'm sure he gets paid decently, paid well, but I think he's doing that because it genuinely interests him. I think sometimes we all have to disconnect and just return to our roots, to life, to nature, ultimately to everything that is. I know for me, being in a city, I love being here now. And for Mount Fuji, what I love about it is I don't think it's like super touristy. Like, it is, of course, a tourist thing, but it feels sacred being here. It feels like it hasn't been ruined. There are no cigarette butts on the floor. All the trees are preserved. Look at these trees, they're fucking giant. We have the autumn season, which I think I came for a good time. It's beautiful here in autumn. It's a bit cold. I bought like 2 thermal shirts that I'm wearing. Here. We got 1 and we got 2. But I think it's all part of the experience. It's all part of the journey. And I wouldn't give it up for anything. I saved up some money. I spent a good amount just going around Asia, but I think it's worth it. Not only do you get this experience, but you have lifelong memories. So I think for anyone who's looking to travel, whether to Japan or even like Cancun or who knows where, I recommend you take the leap. I think you could I bought watches, I bought Cartier glasses. You could buy the material things and they're nice, and you know, you could wear them and you could enjoy it for what it is. But I think if you spend your money traveling, well, then you get lifelong memories, and in my opinion, that's pretty priceless. every time I've like spent money to the last dollar to travel, to go around with friends, it was so worth it because, you know, you get to experience it all, and it's moments I'll never forget. And this is my first time traveling alone. It's been 30 days in Asia, and I think it's been fun. I've just been like chilling with myself, if that makes sense, but I've also been meeting people all around. I think in Thailand, what was cool is you meet people from all sides of the world. I met French people, Dutch people, German people. I met a few Americans, not many, and they're all coming on their own like journey, whether to find themselves or just to enjoy the world. I think everyone there is kind of trying to follow their life's path or carve that path for themselves. So hopefully that gives you something to think about. Let me know your thoughts though, especially if you're from a city, because being in the city, I think we get blinded. I've said it before, but we get caught up in our ego. I know I have, like you need a big ego to survive in New York. But coming out here, I think it's really humbling in a way. And it also allows you to appreciate what really matters. Like the money and the work, that stuff is all important. But at the end of the day, the only reason we want money is to enjoy what really matters to us, which for me, something like this. I think for everyone in the world, like travel is something you can't really get tired of. So being here has confirmed my goal. My goal is that in 10, maybe 15 years, I'm gonna have a farm, the boys, it's gonna be a community. Maybe I'll move out to Japan, who knows? But yeah, that's about it. Thank you. It's like a vlog, yeah. But saying, just to wrap this up, I just had a nice conversation with someone walking down from Italy. But yeah, ultimately I think the goal isn't to escape, but in a sense it is like an escape. But I think this is the real life. So could you really call it escaping if you're just entering what is? And I don't know if that makes sense. To me, it makes like such perfect sense. Everything in the world is a game. It's all kind of bullshit, and we do all have to fit in, take a role, play the game. But I think the ultimate goal is just like get a family, bring the people you love, and enjoy nature. So hopefully 10 years from now, I'll be fucking shooting a video from my farm, maybe a farm in Japan, maybe in Utah, who the fuck knows. Sorry about that cut. I just stopped and had a nice conversation with someone walking down. And even talking to her reminds me of like the life's purpose. She's 20, her name was Ariana from Italy, and she was a world champion at gymnastics. And then she did the European Championship last year. But onto the point about finding your life's purpose, it seems like she had a road paved for her. But she said being out here reminds her like what she's meant to do, what she wants to do. She loves gymnastics and she would like to keep doing it, but the training takes over your life and you kind of lose sight of the way if that's not what you want. She was also working in marketing, which was what I was studying. And like while marketing is useful, if you get too caught up in like a job in marketing, ultimately it's all distraction. So for her, she works with charities and she wants to do like language interpretation. She should be a translator. So she came here, she's studying the language, just living around. She said she wants to move here full time. And I think it's just a good reminder that we all have our own like path that we're told to go down, but we're supposed to carve a path for ourselves. We could find the purpose in whatever we so choose, and you should live the life you love. Choose what you want. So I think that's all for today. I hope you resonated with it. I hope it encouraged someone to book a ticket to travel, to explore the world, even explore somewhere close to you. If you're from America, you could go nearby. There's a lot to see. If you're from Europe, take the train all around. Asia, you can fly around. But yeah, I'm kind of freezing my ass off, so I'm gonna be out. On that note, you guys know the drill. Peace.